Hello guys, welcome to Ride with Costa. As you already have guessed from the thumbnail and the title of this video, I am going to the service center once again. This time I am going to a different service center so that my experience can differ a little. I hope so. Because all this time, from the mails I have done, from the complaints I have filed, I have not got any fruitful response from KTM, so I am very reluctant to see whether the service center experience will differ as well. So let's see how it goes. And here we are going to a service center to fix issues in my Husqvarna, which is apparently 2024. I don't know what happened here. 390X, 390X. Oh my god. Why do I see all of this just when I come out in streets? Man, I still regret not buying that. Just see the pull. Just see the comfort. Oh. It's not that I can't pull. I can. But the comfort level is leave it, let him go, otherwise I will feel like this only. Fuck me. Oh, he has modified a bit. He has modified the tail racks and some pannier racks as well. Nice one. Oh, this one is not the X Plus model, this one is the X model. It does not have IMU best controls and also does not have cruise control. Yes, also does not have cruise control. So why I am going to, so sorry, I got a little diverted in my thoughts and emotions after seeing the X Plus, but okay, here we are again. So why am I going to the service center again? So as you can remember, some of you who have already seen my videos, that I had some issues with the disc of these brakes of Husqvarna 401, and I also had some problems regarding the engine pulling capabilities. So I told some of this issue, I raised some of this issue in the first service, but as usual they got unchecked. So I am here going to a new service center, hoping that all this issue will be resolved. But I do have to get out of this jam first. It's not a jam, it's traffic signal. Also, I am thinking of selling this bike, so might as well repair or replace if anything is in dispute and then sell it as a good condition bike, because I don't want anybody else to struggle and juggle through the problems I am juggling right now. So yeah, that's the only issue, that's the only scenario why I am going to a new service center instead of filing a consumer court case, instead of waiting for the KTM team to give me a fruitful reply. Why are you coming in front of me, bro, every time? Oh, अब तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये मुझे जानबूझ के कर रहा है ये सब। ये पता है कि इसकी पिछवाड़े में उंगली करूँगा तो इसका जलेगा, चलो जला दे इसका थोड़ा सा। He wants to make me feel jealous. You want to make me feel jealous, bro? Bro code, bro. So what are the issues I will be raising in the service center? So the issues are the same. The disc scratching, there is some squealing sound from my brakes, and also there is the engine lagging problem. See, this is the peak traffic time, so there's a lot of traffic going on, and this is the, you know, you can say the place where the service center is actually an IT park, if you may say it. If West Bengal has an IT park, it is over there in Newtown. So it is actually the most crowded place in this office hours. So we have to deal with the traffic now. Last when I came in this route, I was in my Ntorq, and I thought that these roads are not, some of these are off-roads, you may call it off-roads. So I thought next time when I will come with an ADV. Here I am coming with a street naked bike. So life has its own way of making people go push. And we have to stay humble like this, otherwise life can make us more humble. Life can make us humble in more bad ways. See, one thing I have observed while riding this bike is that no matter how much power or torque you have with your bike, if you can't connect with your bike, if you can't connect your heart with the bike you're riding, nothing matters. Nothing matters. You might have, say, F450 GS or F950 GS or 1250 GS. But if you are craving for 1000 RR, then you will only find satisfaction in 1000 RR. See, we have left the right route and took the left. And just when you took the left, see, all of the traffic which I was talking about has become very, very lenient, very, very thin, because the IT hub goes that way, and you can go by this route also, but most of the people prefer that route. See, all the bikers who works in office has left, only some of them. I think we have arrived to the KTM service center. I think, yes. Let me see. Oh, I have to take one more left turn. What is happening? Man, what is happening with me? What is the happening? Oh, here. We have arrived at the KTM service center, guys. We have arrived. Oh my god. Service. এটার ফার্স্ট সার্ভিস হয়ে গেছে, কিন্তু কিছু কিছু প্রবলেমস আসছে। প্রবলেম হচ্ছে গিয়ে এর একটা কীরকম আওয়াজ হচ্ছে, সিং 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 করে একটা আওয়াজ হচ্ছে। পিছনেই হচ্ছে মোস্ট প্রবলি, কারণ পিছন থেকেই পাচ্ছি। আর সামনের ডিসটা দেখুন কীরকম স্ক্র্যাচ হয়ে গেছে, ওইটা তো একটা রয়েছে। আর এই ইঞ্জিনটা একটুখানি মনে হচ্ছে ল্যাগ করছে। আমি ফার্স্ট সার্ভিসেও বলেছিলাম, কিন্তু তখন ওরা এ করেনি। Bro came with me. Bro came with me. Hello guys. So the servicing has been done. Apparently there was no issue. They told me everything is fine, only the sound was coming from this axle. So they just greased it, opened it and greased it, and they told I'm good to go. And also I'm not hearing any kind of sound now. So let me get all this loaded and we'll be on the go. So I absolutely love this kind of restaurants. I'm sitting over here and they have given me this extra seat to keep all my things. Nice. Thumbs up, Barbecue Nation. Thumbs up. The food is yet to come. Let's see how it goes. Hello guys. Welcome back after the lunch session. Mincing my words, but after that greasing of my rear axle, my bike does feel a bit smoother. I don't know what's the issue. It's definitely vibey. It's definitely a lot vibey, but compared to what it was earlier, I don't think it is that much now. Maybe it's a placebo, as I have told earlier, as I said earlier, but I don't think that it is placebo. I think it is real, because Oh man, this kind of roads are really good to ride. Man, in the service center today, I saw the one guy who was riding with me, not with me, who was on the same way as I was. He came to the service center. He had an issue. He had an issue with his, what do you call it, suspension, because his suspension is making noise. Front suspension is making noise, and also when he is hitting bumps really hard at really high speed, then it's shaking off his handlebar. So it's definitely a concern, and he came to service it. Today I saw two Adventure X. The one Adventure X, as I was saying, in the service center I saw two Adventure X. One was the previous version Adventure X, and another one was X Plus. So hey, as I was saying, that what are the issues that got resolved and the issue that did not got addressed. So they said that the engine, there is no engine lagging apparently. On every service center they are saying, so I think that there might be some problem from my side. Then I may not be able to understand what kind of engine it is. So they told me that below 5000 rpm you will feel very lethargic to ride this, because it's an engine who feels lazy when you ride it below 5000, and when you ride it above 5000, then it's a whole it's a killer machine. So I have experienced that above 5000 all of these issues like vibey is less vibey. Also it has got a good grunt. So maybe that's the case, and I was misinterpreting. But so that was the first case. Also the handlebar stiffening issue, I said to you guys earlier that the redness of my palm. So I told them to check the stiffness of handlebar. So that guy rode it, and after riding it for not couple of kilometers, maybe 5000 to 500 to 700 meters, he said that there's nothing stiff from the handlebars. Everything is fine. The only issue was that the rear axle was making that noise, and he told me that we will just grease the rear axle, and we will just wash the rear brake plates, and yeah, everything was good to go. And they told me to take a test ride, the servicing or repairing, whatever you might want to call it. So after that, when I took the test ride, I found no issue of noise. However, if I take the account of the engine lagging as the reason they are giving me, if I take that reason into account, then it's also fine. But the handlebar stiffness, it's there. I mean, maybe I am feeling it because it's my personal choice of feeling it. Maybe because my palms have some kind of problems, so I'm feeling it. Other than that, both of the issues is kind of resolved. Now I want to see that how many days will it stay like this without any noise, because I'm very much not keen to keep this bike with me. So I'll definitely try to sell it if I get a good price. But the problem is that it is on insurance. I mean, it is on finance. Sorry, it's not on insurance. It's definitely on insurance, but it's also on finance. So that would be a great problem in selling this bike. Someone pays off the finance, then I can process the NOC and transfer and do the name transfer and RTO, whatever the procedure usually follows, then it can be done, but only after closing the finance, the loan. So that's one issue while selling this bike. So I'm in kind of dilemma that should I keep this bike, should I sell this bike? Because see, when you buy one bike, it's not just the, as I said, it's not the power or the torque, it's the connection you have with your bike. That's the main thing. If nothing matters if the bhp is 5 or 10 points lower, if the torque is a bit lower, then no problem in it. If someone rides this Husqvarna and someone loves to ride this kind of cafe racer, scrambler type of bikes, then they will definitely feel that yes, it is a very good bike. Even my bike, it's a very good bike. When I mean, one of my cousin, not cousin, he's my nephew, and he rode it once, and he fell in love with this bike, and he said, "Oh my God, what a good-looking bike you have! It pulls good." He was frightened with the power, not by the power figure, but by riding. He was frightened that it gives such a good grunt. Maybe the type of people he is. He loves to ride sporty kind of bike, sporty natured bike. So maybe those kind of people will really love this bike. But someone for me who is not very keen in riding the sports bike, who is very much keen in comfortable riding, cruising riding, maybe a bit of off-roads here and there, which comes in the road, but comfort is the main issue for me, is the main need of me, not the power or the torque figure, not that. But definitely coming now, as I have ridden the 400cc bike, so if I shift down to 350cc, 300cc, I will 250cc, I will definitely feel a certain lack of power. But if that connection is built from my side and also from the bike side, then definitely I think that it will be a keeper. This bike is not a keeper for me. See, in real life also, your partner, there are a lot of bumpers in this road. I need to be very careful. See, in real life also, when if you love someone, you build that connection with him or her, right? But if that connection is not built, if it does not click, then no matter how much effort you put, you will not be happy in your married life, or in that matter, love life, right? That connection or that clicking is very important in each and every aspect of life, not just on the materialistic things. So that is the reason I can't feel that connection. I don't feel that I am good enough to ride this bike, and I love riding this bike. So this bike is for me. I don't think that it is the case for me. So I will probably sell this bike. I know that I will have to incur some losses for selling this bike. But hey, if in the near distance, if I ride this bike, if I keep this bike and I ride it for two years maybe, and then I sell it, and if I sell it now and buy a bike which I keep for 5 years, I think the latter will be proven much worthy, right? See the scenery. You gotta love this kind of stuff. This place is famous for fishery. So what I was saying? What was I saying? I forgot. Yeah, so this is a great place. See, can you see? This looks nice when at the time of sunset. This really looks nice. See, I said no, this is a very, very popular place. All of this is actually wetland, water bodies. Can you see? Fishing happens over here. Now it's not the right time for fishing. So these are all dry. During the monsoon season and winter season, a lot of fisheries happen over here. See, I love Khorivari. The name of this place is Khorivari. Nice, right? Want to see? Can you see now? I'm doing saddling on my SWAT pillion. जिंदगी ने हमें किस मोड़ पे ला के खड़ा कर दिया है. हम SWAT pillion में कर रहे हैं सैडलिंग. Nice. See, as I was saying, that my general nature is not riding fast. My general nature is riding quietly, riding comfortably, enjoying this beautiful nature, and yes, having fun at the same time. So with this kind of sporty feel, and by sporty feel I'm not saying that torque or that throttle map, I'm saying the posture. It really makes me feel difficult to experience all this. I may be exaggerating at this point, but it usually happens when you really love something you want and you don't get it. You start exaggeratingly demeaning the things you have. So I'm doing exactly that right now. And also I have seen one thing, that while riding this bike, this Cafe Racer bike, my nature has slightly changed into a bit, I have become a bit aggressive in riding, not in real life. In riding, I have become a bit aggressive. Like, let me overtake this guy. How did you overtake me? I will not that much, but slightly. You know what I mean? Just I can go above this limit. Yes. Maybe I am riding 5 to 10% faster than I usually ride, just because I am riding this bike. Everything happens. See this beautiful nature, my dear friend. Oh my god. Just embrace this. Isn't it nice? I can keep going. Even if I feel very, very tired in this bike, I can still keep going. If this is the scenery I am seeing, I'm enjoying now. I don't know. I am a very contradictory character. I have a very contradictory trait. Right now I was saying that I don't feel riding this bike much, but right now again I am saying that I don't know what happened. I was holding my clutch full in, but still the engine killed itself. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was some problem from my side. See, this is the thing I was saying. I have become a little bit like this. I could have easily taken those bumpers, right? But I will not. This is the thing. Oh man, just look at this. Nature is gifting a lot today. Maybe God is thinking that, oh, don't worry, don't worry, I have just taken something from you, taken a bike from you. I will gift you this. Exactly this happened in Barbecue Nation. The food in Barbecue Nation is, I usually feel that it is good, it is not bad, but today it was almost perfect. I even got a complimentary salad, plated salad. Usually you have to pick and plate everything for yourself, but I got it. I didn't ask for it, I was just provided it. That's a very good liking. Ride with Kaustav. Ride with Kaustav. It's cute, guys. Wear helmet, guys. Wear helmet. Helmet ছাড়াই চলে এসছে ভাই। 50। Ride with Kaustav. Ride with Kaustav. ওর নাম কি? শামিম। দিয়ে দেবো। Let's go a bit fast because they are not wearing helmet and I don't want to end in any scene. Also, riding at this speed in this kind of road is a bad thing. But yeah, that's fine. As long as I'm running from something, everything is good. See, this is what I was saying. You can't ride with that kind of speed, with 60, 70 speed in this kind of roads, because these are not highways. To be very fair, these are good roads, but these are not highway. These are single lane roads. I mean, not single lane. These are bi-lane roads. So you should not even dare to ride it at that speed. See, फिर से आ गए ये लोग, फिर से मेरे गान मारेंगे. So as I was saying that, why wear helmet? No. What is the problem in wearing helmets? I don't know. Just wear a helmet. You don't need gear. I mean, you need gear. But if you don't have money, then you don't need to buy gear. You don't need to buy everything. But at least save your head. Your head costs lakhs, if not crores. Save your head, guys. Invest in a good quality helmet. Everybody watching this, please take your life seriously. It's once in a, I don't know, once in a million time moment of universe that you have got this life. So don't waste it. You don't even know how many sperms are there fighting for your life. So don't waste it. Just have fun. So yeah, if you are seeing this video, then please comment down that what should I do next. So I posted one, I gave one post. Actually it's a poll type. I asked you guys that what should I do. Should I repair it from the service center and sell it, which I was very keen to do, or should I keep it, or should I let it rust? So the second option is not viable right now because I have already repaired it, and I am not sure if I will keep it or I will sell it. So write down in comment section what should I do. Just keep in mind that I don't feel that kind of connection with this bike. I do like riding it, but I don't love riding it. There is a difference between liking and loving. Like matlab पसंद आना, लव मतलब इश्क मोहब्बत होना. अरे वाह. Sometimes I feel I am Aristoteles. What, aristocrat? Sometimes I feel I am Confucius. No. Sometimes I feel I am Osho. Gustav Osho Baba. See, I am going at 65. Is there any need for going 65 in this kind of roads? No. Should I be going 65 in this kind of roads? No. Would I be going in 65 if I have a more comfortable bike? No. Am I going on 65? Yes. Hell yes. Maybe this is the same kind of thing that goes on with people who own Thar. They don't like giving that bossy attitude, but somehow it comes out. I got a little heart attack there. See, this is what I was saying. This has changed in my riding style, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I need to change this. I need to change this kind of behavior of mine. Earlier, it not used to happen, but now it happens a lot. Maybe because I have. Also, I can't give all the blame to this bike, because even if a bike has, by my logic, if a bike has 85 HP power, then the rider would be insane, right? I am definitely on fault in this one. So I need to change this stuff. For one thing, it's all because comes down to the riding posture, because it's very aggressive riding posture. not as aggressive as a sport bike, but it definitely is because it is a cafe racer type posture. And yeah, so once again, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm close to my home, and if you guys have enjoyed this video, then do consider liking, subscribing and commenting down, as I have asked you to comment whatever is your you can say suggestion. What should I do with this bike? Should I sell it now, or should I keep it, knowing that I don't have a good connection with this bike? Yeah, so that would be for today. Thank you again for watching. And this is Ride with Kosov signing off.